haven't done a vest in so long. We almost never hit the tips goal anymore, just being honest. So I've forgotten the vests in the rotation. So let's take a look. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do gold vest. And let's do the gray, which I couldn't even tell you the last time I wore the gray vest. I don't even know if I wore it once in 2023 yet, and we're in May. So there you go. The vest is now a rarity. The vest used to be a commodity. Now the vest is a rarity. But you know, I think that's nice, right? I think that's a nice thing that it's not something we do every time. That way, when I have a vest on for a stream like today,
he's not
it actually
happy.
kind of it's meaningful, right?
Oh.
It's different than it just being something we're doing every time. Correct?
That's fake. Fake. He wants it every week, every goddamn day.
Derek says he had stir-fried whole fawn noodle for lunch. Is a flat rice noodle. And someday he would like to try Singaporean cuisine. Good for him.
See too.
Okay, are we ready? So you guys are voting. So I have a few quick things to talk about before we begin. Okay? So here we go. Here's what I'd like to talk about. All right? Please, when you are becoming a channel member and submitting content for the show, please understand that the purpose of the show is a fast-moving clip show where we talk about various different topics because of the clips you submit.
Oh my God.
It's supposed to be a variety show. Just because a clip last week was great does not mean you need to submit 5 more clips of the same type. So for example, you know, last week we had a really good Street Fighter 2 animation. It doesn't mean that you need to go to that person's channel and submit 5 more animations from that channel.
Why not? Why not, Phil?
Understand?
Why not?
Just because we did have a good skit from a YouTuber for a week or two doesn't mean we should continue to have a skit from them every single week. I do feel like some people feel, oh, well, it worked one week, just keep doing it. But understand that if you keep doing the same thing every week, the show does get kind of tired and stale because we're seeing the same thing every week. You get it?
We see you every week.
So I do feel like variety it works on the show. Last week we had a big variety of stuff that wasn't stuff that we had seen all the time, and I feel like last week's show was one of the best. So I'll be honest. Have I enjoyed watching Singaporean food vlogs? Yes. Do I want to see another one next week? No. Have I enjoyed the animations from, excuse me, not animations, the comedy skits from some of these YouTubers? Yes, I have. I think that they've been quite good. Do I want to see the comedy skit every single week? No. I think that we should split it up, maybe every other week, every third week.
What you want. It's what the fans want. It's what the fans want.
Some fluctuations in my internet right now, so I'll talk a little bit until it steadies out. But you see, like, the same thing every week is never going to work. We need to have variety on a show like this. That's the whole point of the show, is that the show is variety. Okay? So if we keep it to variety, that'd be great. So guys, yes, please, as you are nominating, you know, these goes for members and ultra members too. Because remember, ultra members are guaranteed to see the video on the show. If you're an ultra level member, you're guaranteed to get watched. But again, just because you're an ultra level member doesn't mean that you should be trying to curtail what we're trying to do here. So I'll give you an example. You're going to see within the first couple of videos of ultra members, someone had a kind of they're trying to be sneaky. Oh, I'm going to put this video in and say it's one thing, but in reality, it's kind of something else. All right? You're going to see what I mean. All right? But I do feel like this show is evolving. It's been 3 months now. This is episode 12. And the longer the show goes on, the better it gets. But at the same time, we do need to keep kind of editing the criteria. Okay? And thank you, by the way. So we had a record number of members the other day. 125 members here on DSP Reacts. That by far is the most that we've ever had. And that was last week when we did the Internet Historian show. Now we're down to 117. Still great. Remember, the best way to support this channel is by becoming a member. If we hit 125 members by the end of today's show, that is a record. That's the tie for how many we've had. If we hit 126, that's now the new record for the channel. All right? Also, what I am trying to do here is kind of see how many videos I should have each member be able to nominate. Right now it's 2. But moving forward, if we end up with so many members that there's like 0 chance that most of the members will get a video watched, then maybe I'll narrow it down to 1. For now this week, I still think it was enough. Like, there was about 60 some videos that were nominated, and we have like 50 some in the playlist because I did have to eliminate a few of them because I didn't think they fit the format of the show, or there were things that we kind of already watched. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a Pokemon themed DSP versus the internet because the Pikachu hat won, and now the Pokemon vest has won. So let's just put that on right now, and then we can get started. Okay. Also remember, shout outs, if anyone contributes during the show, those shout outs will happen between the parts, and there's 6 parts to each show. Remember, if we hit 100 likes on the stream, I will do a celebratory bubble blow for you all. I have a brand new bubbles that I just got that's full to the top, so I'd love to do that for you guys if we do hit 100 likes. You know, many ways to support the stream, whether it's becoming a member, a super chat, a super sticker, a tip, a membership, a gifted membership, a like, all of that helps this channel immensely. All right? One final thing. For those of you who have liked the tier maker stuff, even though I've not done much, I've done 3 tier maker videos so far. There's a new one coming this Monday night. There will be an exclusive live stream here on DSP Reacts this Monday night, and that's going to be me ranking all the Zelda games. That is going to be a hot, contentious stream for sure, because everyone has different opinions about Zelda games. And that's going to be the late stream on Monday night. So I hope that you guys will join me for that here on DSP Reacts, and that's the next React. After that, there will be more React content later in the month during my DSP Fight and Feast event. The fighting game event I'm doing on May 21st. There's going to be 2 new tier makers during that one, both fighting game related. Okay? All right. Let me go ahead and grab all this stuff, and then we're going to get started.
No.
Okay? Sound good? All right. Let me go grab my hat and my vest here. Here we go.
Come on. Come on. Can you let Fremen...
All right. Looking completely stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right. So, let's get ready here. So I have nothing to shout out right now, but thank you all who supported the stream before we even got here, right? Because we had a lot of support over on DSP Gaming on the podcast this morning. We already hit all our tips goals and everything, which is outstanding, obviously, right? There we go.
Congrats.
Okay.
Good, I'm glad you didn't.
Are we ready to start? I hope so. I hope so. Here we go. Let's do it. Hello, everyone. Phil here, and welcome once again to DSP versus the Internet, episode 12. So now this is officially like 3 months that we've been doing this as a weekly show, and I definitely feel like over the time we've done it, it's gotten better. Today, we're going to watch a wide variety of clips from all over the internet as submitted by the members, the Ultra members who are guaranteed to get their videos watched, and the Standard members who basically kind of compete to get their stuff watched. If you want to be someone who is in the running to get their video watched next week on the show, today it's the best way to guaranteed. Today we're going to watch some of these, but on criteria, because I definitely think some people try to be sneaky. They're like, oh, look, it's this kind of video. And then I click it. It's like, wait a minute. Actually, what is this video? So you're going to see what I mean in a second as we watch some of these, I think. But one thing I will say, or someone who in a second as we watch videos, all right? By all means, thank you, but at the very same time, okay, we're in a situation where I feel like a lot of the same videos get submitted every week, and I obviously don't want that. So if you could do me a favor and not resubmit the same kind of video every single week, that'd be great. I do feel like there is a lot of resubmissions going on that ends up being the same kind of content every single week, and obviously that's not good. We want to have variety. So please, if you can, you see, oh, this video really worked this week. That doesn't immediately mean run back the next week, submit the next video from that person. You see what I'm saying? variety is the spice of life. Maybe wait a couple weeks, then resubmit something for that person or something like that. Okay? I'll tell you right now, I am getting a little tired of watching some of the same content every week. At the same time, we also have off-the-wall zany variety every week. So there you have it. All right. So without further ado, I think we should start watching. So I think it's the first 10 to 11 videos we're watching today are all from Ultra members. These are people who are the highest level of member on the channel, and they have submitted these clips. I see some people are saying the stream is having issues. I see nothing. Like, my internet's fine. Sounds like maybe YouTube had an issue. Nothing I can really do about that. If YouTube is having an issue, sorry about that. If you're watching on demand, I hope you can still watch. I'm not seeing any problems, you know. So be sure to refresh the stream if you're having a problem. Let's get started. Once again, we start with Singaporean food. By the way, I got the date wrong. I dated this May 5th because that was yesterday. But, oh. You know, it would actually help if I had my neckphones on here, right? I can hear some stuff. Okay. Okay. So it's a 15-minute video. Obviously, I'm not going to watch all 15 minutes. Singaporean street food. Kebabs. I've seen this before. They're slow cooking this meat on this kind of spinning rotisserie. They shave it off with a motorized blade. It's been marinated and slow cooked all day. People think it's too loud. Okay, I will lower it. There you go. Let me know if it's too loud. I can change it. All right. And what they do is they put it into like a burrito or like a pita, depending on where you get it. So I've had something like this before once, and it was quite good. Let's see. This is a chicken kebab. It's oozing out the side, though. I don't know if that was intended. Okay. Roti curad, a savory crepe. So they basically make a crepe on the fly. Look at that. They do it with like a spinning design, which is kind of interesting. I don't think I've seen crepes made like that before. Yeah, look at that. So you get a pack of 4. It's like crepes almost made like noodles, right? Interesting. Whoa. So, oh, there's one. What the? They put it inside of a broth? Yeah, look at that. So you get it in a broth. I guess you're supposed to eat it out of the broth? I have no idea. I mean, these are the dry ones, right? Maybe you dip those into the broth? I wonder what that's like. That looks cheesy, doesn't it? It looks like it's made of cheese. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not sure. Burgers. They actually have Singaporean burgers. Ramly burger. Holy moly, that's a lot of buns. They toast all their buns fresh. That's good. Always good to have a toasted bun with a burger. Egg? So they cook their burger with eggs, huh? Yes, Willow, I'll see you later. Oh, let's see. Tons of egg. Oh my god, that's a lot of eggs. There's just big dozens of eggs. Just slapping them down. Right? Okay, let's just go forward. So what do they do? They mix it up. They're basically making a giant omelet. See that? They're making a ginormous omelet. They're putting the burgers on the omelet? They're going to cook the burger on the egg. So the burger patties are already pre-cooked. You see this, right? I guess they made it somewhere else. They must have cooked the burger. What is that? Is that mayonnaise? What the heck kind of burger is this? What the hell is that? Is that like barbecue sauce? Oh my god, how much sauce did they put on this? That's a lot of condiments, man. I don't know about this. This would be a messy ass burger, right? You'd be squirting everywhere. Dude, more? So now ketchup? So I'm gonna guess ketchup, mustard, mayo, and barbecue sauce, right? That's gonna be my guess if it's burgers, but I've certainly never seen a burger cooked on top of an omelet, nor have I seen them done it like this. What's he gonna do? What the hell? What's he doing? What the hell did he just... Why did he do that? He's making an omelet burger? That's exactly what they are. They're omelet burgers. What the heck? I've never seen that ever in my life. I've seen an egg, like a fried egg, on a burger. I've never seen a burger turned into an omelet. Holy crap. So all the condiments already on it. The weird thing about it is that the burger was cooked somewhere else and then added to the omelet after the fact, right? I get the feeling you bite into that, it probably tastes good and it squirts everywhere. Like, there's probably so much sauce on that it goes everywhere. Now, there's no cheese on it. So it's not a cheeseburger, it's an egg burger, right? That's pretty interesting. I wonder how it is with the omelet egg and all the condiments. It could be really good. And they wrap it up. See that? It's called the Ramley Chicken Burger. Chicken burger? Is it made of chicken? I thought that it was oh, it's not even beef. It's ground chicken in an egg omelet. Okay. That's pretty unique, I would say. I'm going to say this right now. Anyone who's spamming the chat, skip, I'm going to skip you by ejecting you from the channel. So stop fucking saying that in my chat because you're being obnoxious. Thank you. Donuts? This looks like, oh, God, no. They're putting shrimp in it. or prawns, right? So it's some kind of a fried dough with a prawn in it, right? Interesting. Let's see. Oh, there's what it looks like when it's done. So it's a fried prawn inside of a donut. It is a freaking shellfish donut. What on earth? Okay, so someone's keeping it up, and now they're gone. And let's see if anyone else wants to be wise, right? Okay. This looks like a dessert of some sort, like they're ice with. Oh my God, what is that? Green? I have no idea what that green thing is. Right? What is that? And then it seals it. Does one of those sealer machines? What is that? What are those green things? Is it a plant? Is it candy? Like, what the hell is it? A chendol. Sure. A chendol. It looks like milk and cream mixed with like a coffee on the bottom with this green stuff in it. I have no clue what it is, right? What the hell is this now? Meatball in bucket? What the frick? What are they doing? Look at this one. Meatball in bucket. Huh? That's it? Meatballs in a bucket. It's literally called meatballs in a bucket? Ugh. I don't know about that one, guys. This is one I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't think I would be trying that one. That looks pretty disgusting. All right, well, thanks for the submission. Now, this next video, it's pretty obvious why someone submitted it. It is supposed to be a cooking video, and it looks, oh, it's a cooking video, right? But we got to rewind to the beginning. As you're going to see, this video has 2-point-something million views on YouTube. And it's supposed to be a cooking video. And I'm like, why would a regular cooking video have 2.8 million views on YouTube? Because when they filmed it, they purposely had a woman dressed skimpy and essentially keep bending over the stove to try to get views on YouTube. So it is a legit cooking video. What it's called is Creole Seafood Cornbread Dressing. The problem is they literally tried to make it a sexual video with this woman crawling all over the stove. So rather than watch the nonsense clickbait bullshit, I'm actually going to get to the food portion of it where she's actually making Creole cornbread stuffing, okay? So as you can see, she's doing all kinds of various ingredients, different kinds of peppers. I see carrots, I see onion, I see celery, right? And then eventually she actually gets and starts cooking.
All right. Some people don't like to cook down their vegetables first. I like to cook them down because it releases all the flavors in the vegetables.
She's right. If you don't cook down your vegetables will be crunchy, and as they slow cook, it's fine. But actually, if you release the flavor first, it actually makes everything else you're making with the veggies taste better. I know this for a fact. Okay, let's continue. What's she adding? Some seasonings?
All right, let's do about 2 more.
So you gotta simmer all your veggies first
Smells nice.
before you add the other ingredients to make your stuffing. You're cooking all these vegetables
All
down.
right, let's get all
Looks
this
good.
out.
You know, peppers,
And
celery,
this.
carrot,
Yeah, that's
onion. That
perfect.
looks delicious. All those. Oh, there's actually a whole thing of
All right,
cloves of
everybody's in
garlic
here.
right there. And in the background, I
Please
see both
cook
shrimp,
these down
or is
till
that
they get
crab?
a
It could be
little
crab, but it looks like
translucent.
shrimp.
I don't want them to be crunchy.
I'm not sure what the other thing is in the background there.
In my
Hmm.
dressing, so I am going to cook these down.
Okay, so she's cooking down all the veggies. She adds some seasoning. All right, and I think she's gonna add. Oh, she's chopping up. Okay, let's see what this is that she's chopping. Is this shrimp? No, what the hell is it? Mussels? No. It's some kind of seafood.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
What are these?
Okay, so this is about a pound of shrimp.
That is shrimp. It's
let
uncooked
me get
shrimp.
rid
It
of
doesn't even
this.
look like shrimp because it's uncooked and deshelled. See
I
that?
am going to just set that.
So that's there, and I think there's crab in this too. She put the shrimp in. See that? So now she's stirring the shrimp in. And let's keep going. She's adding some broth, it looks like.
This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, look, she put crab in there too. There's shrimp, there's crab. And she put
I'm gonna
broth
put this
in
back in
with
the
all the
bowl.
veggies.
Get me a spoon. Because I don't need.
Probably tastes amazing,
no,
right?
Turn my fire down.
It probably tastes amazing. Is it done or is she doing add any more? Now she's simmering. Oh, what does she add there?
This is trash.
Oh, that's chunk crab. Okay, she didn't add crab yet. She's adding
Yeah.
chunk crab at the end. See that?
Close this up. and
Cool.
move this out of the way. All right.
And this is cornbread dressing. I don't know where the cornbread
I
is.
wish. Y'all
Where's
can
the
smell
cornbread?
this.
I haven't seen the cornbread yet, unless it's cooking around the ingredients. But my God, there's way
Okay,
more of
see how
anything
I'm
else than a
not
cornbread, right?
Really fooling with the crab too much.
Don't
I'm
fool with the
getting
crab too
the
much.
liquid
Keep your
and
hands off the crab.
folding it
Understand?
Into
Keep your hands off everything.
the crab.
All right, let's continue. There's the cornbread. So she made the cornbread separately.
Just gonna break this up like
See?
this. Oh, I'm making a mess.
That looks really
And
doughy,
it's
doesn't
hot, Very hot.
it? It doesn't look.
Very.
It looks
very
like it's kind of like way too wet or moist.
Just crumble it.
It doesn't
up.
look as dry as typical cornbread.
Oh,
Keep in mind this is cornbread dressing, so when she combines the two,
Alright.
right? When she combines the two, it is going to be gooey. See that? Okay. Yeah, it's probably great. I bet it's great. I bet it tastes amazing. But here's the thing, all right? The recipe seems sound. It looks
And
really
you
good.
don't
Like, I would love that. A bunch of delicious vegetables, multiple kinds of seafood, a broth or sauce that she made slowly on top of the stove, then added it to cornbread that was baking. That looks insanely good, right? Seriously. It'd probably destroy your guts, but it's probably really, really good. The problem is, they had her dressed like that on purpose. Like, the video's purpose was really to get clickbait views from a woman wearing this skimpy dress and get 2.8, is it 2.8? 2.6 million views. It's kind of sad because the recipe is sound, but you know the vast majority of people who watched this video didn't watch it for the recipe. And in addition, I won't even want to take one step into the comment section. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. If you're going to submit a video for the show, I don't mind submitting, you know, legit videos, but this is one that obviously I know why someone submitted it. You know, at least this one wasn't that bad. At the same time, it's kind of dumb. You know I'm not going to watch the whole thing if it's half, you know, a woman half naked. It's stupid. So please don't do that in the future, okay? But outside of that, this looks really good. The recipe, that is, looks really, really good. Okay.
If you've
I can barely hear this. I gotta up the volume because I can barely hear this. I'm up my own volume too. Okay.
ever wondered why Disney tales all end in lies, here's what happened after all their dreams came true.
So it sounds like, yeah, after 95 million views. So I guess what this song sounds like it's going to be, he's going to tell you the true endings to the stories that Disney changed for their movies. Which is crazy. Like, some of them have really dark story ending. So let's see. Doesn't she die?
I loved being princess down in this beautiful ocean blue. But mermaids are going missing. They end up in someone's stew. So just try to put yourself in somebody else's gills. You're killing my ecosystem with fishing and oil spills. Oh no. Thank you, BP. Thank you, BP. Thank you, BP.
BP and BP oil spill.
Oil is spilling, now I can't see. My eyes. China to feast on flounder fins. Plus the Japanese killed all my whale friends.
Wow!
Drowning. I think I'm drowning thanks to BP.
Damn! That was dark.
Hey, I'm okay, but I'm slightly scared. My husband's a mark for the war on terror. Aladdin was taken by the CIA. Taliban, you've got the wrong man. In Guantanamo Bay, Prince Ali, where can he be? Drowning in lava.
Wow, it's a joke about waterboarding Prince Ali. What the fuck? They're waterboarding Prince Ali. Wow. Alright, let's go to the next one. Belle. Oh god, this is gonna get worse, isn't it?
My prince. A whore. A whore. A whore. A whore. A whore. This town's gone wild since I married Adam. They think I'm going straight to hell. She'll burn Adam in hell. But the charge is laid on me of bestiality.
Oh my god! What? Oh my god! No! No! Oh no! Oh, it's terrible. She didn't marry the beast until he became a man. Alright? Let's go to the last one. Pocahontas. Oh no! No, this is gonna be the worst one. Alright. This is gonna be the worst one by far, you know it.
After John Smith traveled back to England, I helped my people cultivate the fields. More English, French, and Spaniards came to visit, and they greeted us with guns and germs and steel.
Yeah, they did.
They forced us into unknown lands of exile. They pillaged, raped, and left us all for dead.
It's fucking true. It's the saddest part.
So now I'm far more liberal with a weapon. When I separate their bodies from their heads. White. What? Have you ever held the entrails of an English guy? Or bit the beating hearts of Spanish men? Can you shoot an arrow in some French guy's eye? Sacre bleu! Can you paint with the red colors in these heads? Adios, amigos. I can murder if I please, 'cause I'm dying of disease. I can paint the red colors in
Where?
the thanks to BP. Where's Prince Ali? Bestiality. I got STD.
Well, it was a different time 11 years ago on YouTube. I know it says 10, but it usually means another year. That would have been what, 2012? Even then, I'm surprised, 95 million views. But then again, back then, that was before everyone hated me and all my old style of content was popular. You know, today, if they made this video, oh my god. But 95 million views over the last decade. Alrighty then.
So big. So big.
Tails! My taxes are due today, and I have no idea how to do them.
Okay.
You have to help me.
How do you know I'm not busy with mine?
Please, there's no way you saved it to the last minute. I bet you did yours on January 1st.
Actually, I had to wait until January 22nd for all of my 1099 forms to come in. But...
Tails, please, I'd be on my knees begging if there were an animation.
All right.
This is good.
fine. I'm sure with my brains we could get this done quick.
God, he is so cringe.
All right. much did you make last year?
I was supposed to be counting?
This is 3 minutes. We can probably get through the whole
Didn't you
thing.
get a W-2 from your employer?
My employer?
What do you even do?
Mostly I just run around and pick up gold rings off the ground.
Your job is picking up money off the ground?
Well, sometimes they're floating in the air.
But, like, does someone put them there?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Eggman, maybe?
Well, we're definitely not getting a 1099 from you. That's okay. We can fill out the 1040 using your own accounting.
So I was supposed to be counting.
You haven't been keeping track? Sonic.
No, I got this. Let's see, I got 230-something from Emerald Coast, 140 in Windy Valley. I had 60 in Ice Cap, but I got hit and dropped them. I picked up 20, though.
What happened to the other 40?
Well, they disappeared into thin air.
I don't think the IRS will buy that.
That's literally what happened.
Let's talk business expenses. Do you even have those?
I bought stuff for my chow.
Is that a business expense?
It could be.
What did you get?
I bought them some fruits and cute little hats from the black market.
The black market.
Why did you buy stuff from there?
Where else are you supposed to buy stuff? It's literally attached to the garden.
You can't put illegal purchases on your federal tax return.
Why not?
God.
Wow.
Phew. That took forever.
It's almost over. I thought it was going to be like our chase or something. I guess not.
Welcome.
All right, now that we're done, I just got to put it in the mail, yeah?
Those were your federal taxes.
Now you got to do the state.
Now we have to do
Yep.
state taxes.
Actually, I think I'm good.
Huh?
I've decided I'm not paying taxes.
Sonic, you have to pay your taxes.
Why? It's not like they do anything.
Speed Highway was literally built with taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, and they used the money to build loop-de-loops on the road. Which, granted, cool as hell for me, but man, morning commutes must be hell for everyone else.
If you don't pay your taxes, the IRS will come after
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, and I'm the fastest thing alive. What are they gonna do? Catch me? Damn, they caught me. So, what are you in for?
I placed a bunch of gold rings on the ground and didn't send the proper 1099 tax forms to people who picked them up.
There you go.
Die tonight.
All right. We have a trailer. I think we can watch the trailer, and then we'll probably split the part here, right? Very good. No, that was funny, and especially for anyone who is a independent contractor, i.e., you own your own business. Yes, a lot of that made sense. Actually, I deal with all that. 1044s, 1099s. I deal with all that every single year.
Oh, you do. No.
Yes, a lot of that made sense. Actually, I deal with all that. And it's funny because, you know, everyone in my business, personally, every year, don't worry, I made Whistler.
Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to another episode of Trick My
Just look at
Life,
the
where we
graphics.
take hood rats, crews, whips, and cribs and customize the hell out of them. Now
Keep in
let's
mind, back then, this looked good. So people saw the trailer, they were like, whoa, this looks so good. Like, today we look at it like, oh my god, this looks like terrible, right? Is this PS2? No, this was PS3, Xbox 360, about 15 years ago.
get our asses to work. First up is Randy the Tranny. Now, if this lazy piece of crap has any chance of running the streets,
Wow.
he gonna need a lot of help.
Again, this was 15 years ago.
Not even his CEO would recognize
Yes.
him. Who you think you were messing with? But if you're still not getting respect, don't trip. Try
And if you don't believe me, this is the real trailer. It is. This is not made up. This is from 15 years ago. This was the real trailer, okay?
little different. Now they'll listen to your ass.
They censored that, though. They
And how
censored
about
the
this
chainsaw.
sloppy ass excuse of a crew? With a little adjustment, we can turn this into this. Not your taste? Never fear. Trick My Life has all kinds of ways to pimp your crew. And how about that crack den that's just been filling up with bodies over the years? Well, with a little elbow grease and some tailor-made gear,
I don't-
you can have a palace worthy of a street
Like,
king.
I remember the game.
So remember-
I definitely remember the game having, like, a crib, but I don't remember it being, like, the focus. Maybe I'm misremembering because I only played the game once, and it was in, like, 2009. But I thought it was similar to Saints Row 1, where it was mostly story-based, right, based on missions and your gang. You had a base and you could upgrade it, right? But I really don't think that this is representative of what the game even is. I think this is trying to get people to buy the game, but it's not even really what the focus of the game was, right?
You're a two-time offended, unemployed, sorry-ass excuse of a player. All you need is a buttload of money and a hell of a lot of customization. Trick my life.
And that's it. Yep. And this is real. Community.saintsrow.com. This was all legit how they promoted the game 15 years ago. And it's funny because people are literally saying in the chat, we understand that some of the stuff in that trailer could be deemed offensive today. Yeah. That's the thing. In 15 years, a lot has changed in culture. Just in culture in general. We used to use words as words that were accepted as even as joking, and now they're deemed very offensive. Really, things have changed a lot in 15 years. This was officially from the company that made the game. Imagine a company making that today, right? Oh my God, that no one will ever play the game, right? I can't believe they would make this. And this was their official promotional material. People thought, well, this is great. They went out and bought the game because of that, you know? Anyway, oh yeah? Critical Breakdown that said this guy used to voice other different ads. He voiced something in 2015 too, like a Super Bowl ad. Okay. All right. Well, guys, this is part 1 of DSP versus the Internet for episode 12, which is May 6th, 2023. I hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know what you think. Leave some comments. Thumb up the video. Consider maybe becoming a channel member so you can be the person that will be suggesting the videos for next week. We're still in Ultra Members. We're going to continue with Ultra Members in the next part. Thanks, and I'll see you then. Or if you're here live, stick around. We're coming right back. Excellent. Okay. Very good. Oh, yeah? Jarek says, the green thing in those drinks was called droplets of green rice flour jelly and prawn vadai was a shrimp food. It's popular street food in Singapore. But you're talking about, okay. So it was green rice flour jelly. It was jelly. Green jelly. I see. Okay. All right. Well, guys, let's continue. Ready to head into part 2? Again, guys, thank you. If you're enjoying the stream, if you give it a like, that'd be great. If we get 100 likes, I will do a bubble blow. Outside of that, any contributions on the channel would be appreciated. A super chat, a membership, anything would be great. Thank you in advance for anyone who contributes to the stream. So far, we've got absolutely nothing to shout out on today's stream. But shall we continue? Let's continue. Okay, here we go. All right, everyone, let us continue on. It is part 2 of DSP versus the Internet for May 6, 2023. We are still within the Ultra member submissions for the week. This one blew my mind because 15 years is a long time, and man, things were different 15 years ago in gaming, that's for sure. Let's continue on and see what else the Ultra members had to submit. Remember, if you become a member today, you will be able to nominate the videos I watch next week. Okay, here we go.
This is one of the big sun hats I got from Guatemala.
Does this guy literally just make hat videos?
Big sun hats over there.
Right?
I got this one off the internet years ago. I wear this a lot in the summertime too.
It's like a sombrero style sun hat, although not probably an official sombrero, right? So this guy is Irene O'Kelly, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views on these hat videos. So I guess it must have become a viral thing. People like watching him with hats on or something, right?
Anyways, Shelly, I'll make another video to show you how huge this hat really is. It's just huge.
Okay. Roger. Casanova, I don't know what you mean. What are you trying to do, Casanova? Exactly. Casanova is saying something's not working. Give me a second here. I don't know why it wouldn't be working. Let's see here. Oh! Oh my god, I'm stupid. Oh my god, guys, I'm really stupid. Alright. If anyone... Wow, I'm dumb. I'm very, very, very sorry, everybody. If anyone tipped me, I didn't have the screen open. I'm a complete moron. Alright? So, let me end this part of the show. And at the end, I will do a big cumulative shout out. There's a bunch of people who tipped, and I'm stupid, and I shouted nothing out because I'm dumb. And I apologize for that. I'm human, I'm flawed, I made mistakes. Thank you for telling me, Casanova. Alright, I will shout those out after this part ends. But in the meantime, let's get this part going. Dying by LA Turtle, 12 million views. I don't know what this is.
Roger.
he agrees with me. Huh? Yeah, what do you want, bitch? Will you shut the fuck up? You are. I'm the man of the house. Yeah, I'm the boy of the house. So you shut the fuck up. Yeah, okay. What has gotten into this family? You're not fam anymore. Yeah, you're not fam anymore.
What?
You shut the fuck up. Oh, really? Why's that? Because your moves are weak, babe. Okay?
What?
Yeah, your moves are weak. Okay, bitch? Hey, don't call her bitch. Dad, come on. I'm not your dad. Honey, what are you doing? I'm telling him once a brawl, all right? What do you mean? I'm not your dad. You were adopted. What? No, what? What? No. Look at your hair.
What is going on? I don't even get it. It's chaotic. It's like a chaotic video. I don't even understand what I'm supposed to be laughing at. Like, it's weird. Right? Yeah, what is happening here? I have no idea. I'll watch a little more, but I'm confused as shit.
And then look at mine. Mom, what are you doing? Let me handle this, okay, bitch? Yeah, fam only. I am your mother. No, you're not. Not anymore. We decided you're out. Will you shut the fuck up with that, please? Jesus Christ. What happened? Why am I not fam anymore? I'm not your fucking dad, okay? Look at you. I look exactly like you, dude. You look like a bird. He's not a bird. You shut the fuck up. Yeah, this is a family issue, okay? This is a family issue, you bitch. What did I tell you about calling your mother a bitch? Why am I not fam anymore? Because your moves are weak. Because your moves are weak. What? Your moves are weak, Mom. Will you stop calling your mom a dad? I'm not your dad, and she's not your mom. He's right. What?
Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm sorry, I gave it a minute and 22. I haven't seen a single thing funny or interesting about the video. It seems weird as shit. Like, it's trying really hard to be funny, and it's nothing funny. I mean, am I wrong? I'm at a loss. 12 million views. Good luck in your future endeavors, Mr. LA Turtle. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be watching. Okay. Splash Wave. Oh, really? Art of 16-bit video games?
The arcade fever of the 70s opened up new opportunities for companies who were already active in the coin-op business. Sega, Namco, Taito, Konami, and Midway embraced it and made their name in this new field.
This is like super, like really clear HD. You see that? This is the making of Street Fighter 2, huh?
Konami broke away from the sports setting and developed Yi-Er Kung Fu,
I
inspired
want to get to Street Fighter. Here we go. No, this is
beat-em-up Kung Fu master, after which he got headhunted by Capcom. The up-and-coming Osaka-based company Capcom had quickly gained a reputation for their shoot 'em up
Oh, they
and
got the
action
maker
titles.
of Kung Fu
Nishiyama
to
would
make Street
continue
Fighter
his
1?
passion for martial arts-themed
Interesting.
projects, resulting in the '87 release Street Fighter.
Ah.
This title would center around an international
Interesting.
fighting tournament in which young martial artists Ryu and Ken would participate. Together with a planner, Nishiyama gave it a movie-like quality,
Right.
drawing inspiration from Enter the Dragon. They spent a lot of time on developing the characters' personalities beyond what was present inside the game. Meanwhile, the arcade industry had become a highly competitive market. The large number of new arcade machines that entered the scene all had to fight for their own spot inside the arcades, malls, or cafeteria, competing not only with new, but also the proven and still successful machines from previous years.
I'm not going to watch the whole video, guys. Let's get to Street Fighter 2, because he's talking about how Street Fighter 1 did, and other Capcom games. Let's get to actual Street Fighter 2. There's Final Fight, Double Dragon. Yes, all these came out in the meantime between Street Fighter 1 and 2.
Chips had been dropping to the point the two could start on the ambitious Street Fighter II game plan by the end of '89. Despite Nishitani's designs for new gameplay ideas, management requested a straightforward game in line with the original. The core structure was therefore set early on. A roster of 8 playable characters and 4 bosses participating in a worldwide fighting tournament. It was within these confines that they had to find ways to set the next big step for the genre.
This is cool.
Like with Final Fight, designing the characters was the first priority. It was decided early on to have Ken and Ryu return for this sequel. Keeping the character sketches from the first Street Fighter II concept in mind, Nishitani and Yasuda started to make lists of nationalities and fighting styles they wanted to have represented in the game. Their philosophy was to play with stereotypes, but make them over the top in a way that would be talked about and greatly contrasting.
Right.
Under the direction of Yasuda, a small group of lead character designers would start to flesh out his rough sketches and notes over the span of several months. The conceptualized ninja was assigned the Spanish.
Yeah, see, I've seen all this artwork because they used to show this art in like EGM and GamePro. It's fascinating. So Vega was actually supposed to be like a knight, and then they changed him to be a Spanish ninja, which doesn't exist. They just made it up. A Spanish ninja that climbs walls. It's such a unique character design.
personality.
He was actually
which
gonna have
gave
a
its
sword at
designer a
first.
healthy challenge. Character designs from Fist of the North Star set him on the right path
Yes.
to sketch the bullfighting ninjutsu warrior. A key strategy in the workflow was to give each artist only a few characters to develop. This gave
Smart.
them a sense of ownership and stimulated them to make their own characters the most skilled and iconic. The designer in charge of Guile was passionate about his character and decided to flip the low kick to create his iconic upside-down
Yeah.
air kick. Bizarre ideas like these were accepted by Nishitani, as he had an open style of directing and didn't want to hinder the creative flow. For instance, Dalzim's limbs started to get longer and longer with each iteration. Nishitani had confidence that he could counterbalance it in the gameplay by making him move noticeably slower. Fleshing out the special attacks was also part
It's
of the
so
design.
awesome because these sound effects and this visuals, this is what I saw in the arcade back in the day. And imagine that this is like the game that stands out. It looks so much better. It sounds so much better than the other games. Just look at everything on the screen. You got multiple point totals. You got the names of each character. You got a time limit. You got 2 energy bars. You got a KO meter that blinks. You've got these active, interactive backgrounds with characters moving. There was nothing like this at the time in arcades. It blew everything away when it came out.
Designer's responsibility. They were given a list of moves for some initial
Look
guidance.
at the backgrounds.
but
Look
it was
how
up to
in-depth the
artists
backgrounds
to bring
are.
them to life.
There's even like different
Eri
shades
Nakamura,
of color and
who was in
everything.
charge of E Honda, thought hard how to interpret Super Headbutt. She decided to make the character fly
Yeah,
to
a
really
flying
justify
torpedo
the term
headbutt.
Super. It became clear Street Fighter II would cross the line from realistic to unrealistic.
Exactly.
But this gave the game its charm. The directors
have to be
jokingly
realistic.
agreed that only once a move made them laugh
Just
would it
fun.
be accepted. The project was assigned 48 megabits of memory.
Here you go. Let's skip ahead a bit. Programmer.
And for Akira Nishitani and the programmers. It was in the gameplay and controls that he saw huge potential for improvement over the original. For starters,
sequel.
making sure moves and animations had the correct and satisfying feeling to them was top priority. For example, the weight of characters was not only conveyed in their speed, but in their animation frames as well.
Right.
This made a character like E Honda feel more heavy compared to an agile character like Chun-Li. The input for
Yep.
special attacks was also programmed to be less strict. Players were given a longer time window to input their commands, which made the special attacks a central part of the player's arsenal.
They're talking about the differences between the original and the sequel, and then again the later iterations. Like each iteration improved the game a little more. And so each one, like the first Street Fighter 2, every character just kind of fell right to the ground. But then as they went to future ones, the lighter characters kind of were more floaty. They could jump a little higher, while the heavier characters kind of jump a little lower. It was pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Let's see. How far... I mean, this is a really in-depth video. I recommend this. I might watch this in my own free time. What year did it come out? I want to say
Placed
it
in
was
crowded
1991.
arcades, had its own
I think
set
it was
of challenges.
91 in arcades and then 92 for home ports, but I could be off by a year there.
Shimomura made sure the drums and sound effects had enough volume to be distinguishable in the noisy arcades.
Yes. See it? See how it's like a loud, echoey, awesome sound? He did it on purpose so it would echo in the arcade, and you could hear it stand out from the
Meanwhile,
other games.
the art team was wrapping up all visuals for the game, ranging from bonus stages and character portraits to the intro
February 91, I was right. I figured it was, yep. Okay, cool.
and ending sequences.
Look at this.
Memory space continued to be a struggle. Each character had a planned entrance animation, but had to be scrapped to free up some memory.
Oh,
leaving
wow,
only
they were supposed to have entrance animations. They got rid of them. I didn't know that.
and Bison's entrance animation in the game. A huge differentiating factor in the game's concept was the focus on the two-player versus mode,
Right.
a feature that had been largely underdeveloped in previous fighters.
It was
and
the
had the
first ever 1v1 serious competitive game in arcades. All other games, usually it's you against the computer, someone else goes against the computer, and you go for high score. First head-up competitive game ever, and that's what made it so damn special. Let's see, we go forward a little further. You know, talking about 6 buttons and all of that. Oh, now they're talking about competitors. Yep, all other games that kind of tried to compete with it.
Meanwhile, Nishitani had continued to tweak the gameplay of Street Fighter II after its release, despite the fact that there were no official plans from Capcom for a big update. It was the input from the community collected by Capcom US employee James Goddard that got the ball rolling for the game's first big revision. Demand from distributors was high enough to justify Capcom to manufacture
Champion
an updated
Edition or
release
Dash
called
in
Champion
Japan.
Edition, featuring improved character balancing, mirror matches, and the 4 bosses as playable characters. The next big upgrade was once again a reaction to events happening outside of Capcom of Japan. Bootlegs had been a major issue since the start, but when a hacked, sped-up version called Rainbow Edition started to gain traction, something
Rainbow.
had to be done. Nishitani was skeptical at first, afraid that increasing the speed would completely break his well-balanced gameplay. But once he put his mind to it, he realized it would actually work. Street Fighter II Turbo Hyper Fighting hit arcades in 1992, and
what's funny is Hyper Fighting was directly based on hacked versions, because there were hacked versions, as you saw, where characters would move way fast and their moves would go crazy. So they said, oh, what if we take some of the ideas about the things that the hacked version did, but make it an officially balanced game that we make, and that's how this version came about.
Still only marked the beginning of the game's longevity. The days of the successful Nishitani and Yasuda production team would soon come to an end. Both men were encouraged to spread their knowledge across the company, but would go their own way, while new talent would step in to lead the franchise. The impact of Street Fighter II would not be limited to the arcades. Both Nintendo and Sega pressured Capcom for a home console premiere for their machines. A game of this magnitude could play an important role in the success of either the Super Nintendo or Mega Drive.
And when they came out, they were insane bestsellers that made ridiculous money for every console. Like, they were just they were hyping it for like 2 years. They would come out for consoles. When it finally did, it was like it blew everything up. See, look, finally, Street Fighter II Dash is here. Pretty cool. I would recommend this channel. What is the name of this channel? This is Strafe Fox. Very good documentary. I would like to watch more content from this person, right? Seriously, really good. Good stuff. Okay, we still got time for more. Let's continue. What's the next video?
USA.
Oh boy. Oh boy, what's this?
Round 1. Fight.
It's those church miracle workers, huh? Bonus stage. I love the sound effect.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Japan.
Wow. Wait, we're on to Japan now? It's not done? Oh my god, how long is this?
Fight.
Wow. I like how the kids up front were not affected at all. That kid is zero effect. He's like, nah.
Round 2. Fight.
The hell? Lights go out? Oh, they're dizzy. Oh my god.
Round 1. Fight. 1.
Yo, he punched him. He punched him right in the face for real. That's he punched the preacher in the face. What the hell? Yo, he's bleeding. What the hell? Time over. You lose. This is stupid as shit, but it's funny too. It's so stupid. Oh my god.
Round 1. Fight. Tiger.
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 Tiger. Yes. Smacking them all around. Dizzy.
Tiger.
Wow.
You win. Thailand.
Bison, boss fight. Here we go.
Round 1. Fight. Psycho Crusher.
Oh my god.
Fight. Psycho Crusher.
Yes. Oh my god.
You win.
That's it. That's the video. What's this? A British person simulator. We still have time. All right. Oh my god. Sainsbury's? You cannot eat dirt? Northampton, United Kingdom. It's supposed to be a video game? It's supposed to be a simulated video game, I guess. Enter the Sainsbury's. Okay. What the hell? Ew. There's a bunch of empty shelves. Nothing on them. Why is it playing an American song? My country, 'tis of thee? Sweet land of liberty? This is an American patriotic song. You grabbed a knife. What the hell's going on?
Boy, what do you think you're doing? Under sacred British constitutional law, possession of an unregistered weapon of mass destruction is a capital offense. You are hereby fined £20 sterling and sentenced to death. Now surrender your life force to Her Majesty and perish. May God have mercy
What
on
the
your soul.
fuck are we watching?
Save the Queen.
Is it true? People are actually saying it's not an American song that was ripped off. I didn't even know that. Is that true? That song is actually originally a British song that Americans ripped off and redid the lyrics? I had absolutely no clue. It's the first time I've ever heard that. Is it? That's God Save the Queen? I don't even know that. I'm just an ignorant American. I've never heard this before. You guys just blew my mind. I did not know that. All right. Defeat Barry 63 and buy the soap. What the fuck is this? You would pronounce it as Sainsbury's? Sainsbury's. Huh. Alright, I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's skip it. Let's watch one more before we split the part.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa, no way. Look at this. This is cool, dude.
How cool
It's
is
Super
it?
Mario Land. It's in Hollywood. So this is the new one that recently opened in Universal Studios Hollywood. Okay? Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to watch this. I would love to watch this, but I don't know if it's going to work. I might get a copyright claim here.
Really?
Let's see what happens. But I would love to see this. It looks like they filmed everything. This is actually being in it, huh?
How's that gonna be
Great
copied?
video
Oh
quality.
my god.
Wow. It looks like they were allowed to do this. See how they're high up? So it looks like they were given permission to actually film this. It's not like someone just going in there guerrilla style and doing it without permission. So this is Bowser's Castle. Look at that. It's cool. It's a lot of coin noises constantly, huh? Because isn't it true there's hidden areas? I think what it is there's hidden areas in the park where if you touch them, you get coins, and the coins are like virtual currency for the app, and the app allows you to do stuff at the park or something like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. So this is supposed to be, what, their Mario Kart outfits or something? I guess. Right? What's this? A visor? Oh, is this for a ride? Is it there? The ride is Mario Kart, right? That's the one big major ride they have. Yeah, here it is, the Mario Kart ride. Huh. This was 3 months ago. I am shocked this is allowed, right? Like,
What
I
are you
guarantee you
talking
my
about?
video will get claimed.
How?
Well, I'm shocked that they're allowing their ride to be spoiled.
No my
They're
god.
actually allowing their ride to be spoiled on the internet. Like,
Is this?
doesn't that kind of take some of the mystique away from going there if you already know what the whole ride is? Like,
No,
usually
because
when I
you're
to a
gonna
theme
go
park,
there,
I don't know what
unlike
any of the
you.
rides are, and that way it's kind of like a pleasant surprise.
Oh my god.
I'm very surprised that this is allowed.
Surprise. I'm surprised. I'm surprised about everything.
I'm not getting any copyright claim right now, from what I'm seeing. All right.
God.
Okay. You go through a tunnel. It says sphere. Does that even do anything? To throw, so you can throw items in the Mario Kart game. Huh. So it's supposed to be like a simulated Mario Kart. I see. Whoa! Okay, that's fast. It's kind of weird because It's kind of weird because it looked like it was fast, and then it immediately starts moving, and it's like really slow, right? I like the chain shout. That's cool. 3D chain shout. Simulated waterfall. The oh, I forget what those are called. Spinies or something? No, spinies are the turtle. I don't know what those are called. So you go different tracks. Yeah, see, they're going to the right. I mean, it's technically the same thing. You're just very close to each other, right? It's almost identical, I guess. How? By the way, is this too loud? Do you guys, does it sound too loud? Should I lower the volume? Because it seems like it's pretty loud, no? Right?
Oh my god, just watch the goddamn video.
I'll lower it a little bit. No one's really responding yet. I'll lower it a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear me.
I don't watch the goddamn video.
I don't know. It's very slow moving, right? They call this a dark ride. You go inside of a room you can't see until you're in there, so you don't know what's in there. I mean, the lighting is nice. Oh, look, now you're supposed to be underwater. Oh, I see. So you're underwater, like an underwater stage. A cave with all the coral. We see the, there they are, the cheap cheeps. And a big eel. Oh, really? So Egg Picker says it's augmented reality. You would actually see things that we're not seeing here in the video with the headset on. So you're basically, right now, you're just seeing the base experience. But if you actually had the headset on, you'd be seeing more things moving around you that you interact with. That's why it doesn't seem like there's that much going on, you see? Okay. Whoa, giant killer fish bone. I skipped a little bit of it there. It's called Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, says there. So now you're heading into Bowser's Castle. Yeah, this is Bowser's Castle, right? It's pretty neat without the augmented reality, but I bet with the augmented reality, it's much better.
But he's never gonna go see
see,
it.
they're all wearing that. You can see on their screens there's stuff going on. Like, as a ride, it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? But maybe as an experience to be there, to hear it all, and to have the augmented reality, maybe it's much better. It just seems kind of basic. You sit there, you're not really doing much, right? There's some weather clouds, right? Oh, you can see like an airship below you, see that? It's a lot of LED screens. Ooh! Ooh! What's also funny, so these must be current gen LED screens, because if you haven't noticed, someone's filming with a camcorder, but you can still see it all. You notice there's no scan lines or anything in it. You know, old school TVs and even old school LEDs, you know, screens would have issue where you try to film it would look like shit, but these look good. These are clean, right? So now there's Bowser's airship. Probably like supposed to be like King Koopa's. Yeah, yep. Lava Koopa. When he becomes like a kaiju monster at the end of Super Mario Odyssey, right? Yeah. See, I wonder, oh, look at that, you see you're spinning? So is the whole thing like moving and vibrating while you're in it, right? That would add something, I think. And again, what are you seeing in the augmented reality? Like right now, are you surrounded by lava? Are you surrounded by enemies and stuff? Like, what are you seeing right now, right? See, it's dark. There must be something in there in the dark, right? Oh, cool. So now you're on Rainbow Road, which is the final stage or the secret stage of Mario Kart. That's cool, they got Rainbow Road. I like that. It's really neat. Look at that. Now it's like, oh, this is the music, too. The Rainbow Road music. Yeah. Steam. Again, they're probably seeing more than just these lights in the augmented reality. Bowser won! Bowser won. What a deflating thing to have the villain win, right? And that's it. That's the whole ride. Yeah. So now hold on, because what's after? Oh, they went through again? They went through a second time. Okay. That's the whole ride. I mean, honestly, as a ride, that's not impressive. You know what I mean? But maybe having the augmented reality and being there and having it all move or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Getting out? Actually going out?
Maybe it's better, right? I hope. I wouldn't know, but
Of course you would know.
it seems okay. Like, that's okay to me. That doesn't seem like
Just
that
okay.
good. But having maybe the visor on is better. I don't know. That was cool to watch, though. So that's Universal Studios Hollywood has Mario Land, or Super Nintendo Land, Super Mario Land. This is also in Japan. This has been in Japan for several years. And it was so popular in Japan, they built it immediately in Hollywood when they saw how good it was in Japan. So, all right, guys. Thanks very much. That's part 2 of DSP versus the Internet for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Much more coming. Thank you very much to the members submitting these videos, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so guys, now it is time for me to do shout-outs, and my apologies. I missed all these contributions. Really, really bad of me. First of all, supposedly, Irene O'Kelly did a super chat saying, shout out to me friend Jason, and thanks for reacting to my clip. Do I really believe that's the real guy who was wearing the hats that we're watching? No, I don't. It's probably an imposter, but I appreciate whoever did the super chat. So, E.O. Kelly, thank you for the super chat. Only super chat of the day so far, okay? Then, we have a bunch of tips, okay?
Oh, my God.
We've got a $2 tip from Lady Charisma. I think some submitters fall into their own viewing habits, and it leads to repeat submissions. I know I'm actually guilty of this, but it might also be a rush to get videos in to be viewed. Correct? You know, I would say if you're a standard level member, you should always kind of be thinking about what's going to be next week, so that way you have ample opportunity to submit it right away when the thread goes live on Sunday night. You know,
Right
so there
away.
You go. Thank you, Lady
Right
Charisma,
away.
for
Just
$2
give me the
tip.
money. Give me the money. Give me the money.
I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. And get this, he actually has a message today. He says, question, what if hypothetical questions didn't exist? Thank you, 1 Minute Man, for your usual support of the streams. Thanks for the question. I wasn't planning on, you actually asking that. I don't really know if I can answer that. What if a hypothetical didn't exist? So thank you very much. With that, we're now up to $187 in tips today. So much support on today's first stream. I really appreciate that. And
the checks came in. The checks came in.
So, I received a $1 tip from Casanova, who says, I heard about the Phil Spencer interview. He actually said, it's not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share swift. Oh my God, he's a moron. I mean, that is pretty dumb. Yeah, if you made great games, people would probably buy your console if they were exclusive. Like, what are you talking about? That's exactly what would happen. He doesn't think that, though. And he's the head of Microsoft Gaming. That's pretty bad. Anyway, thank you for the $1 tip, Casanova. So my bad, guys. I know that those had come in earlier. I missed them. But now I shouted them out. Let's do another part, and then there is some Q&A stuff to do. We'll probably do that in part 4. Okay? All right, let's continue.
Q&A?
Let's jump back in.
Oh, my God. Let's endure.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back to DSP versus the Internet.
Why?
Episode 12 for May 6, 2023. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Let's keep going. I think at this point we're at the tail end of Ultra member submissions, and now we're heading to the general submissions of regular members. So let's see what they had in store for us this week. Here we go. Remember, that's Conor McGregor. Remember, if you would like to be part of the show and be one of the people to submit videos for this show,
just goddamn play it.
Remember, channel members are the people who submit these. All right, here we go.
Just play.
You think you're tough?
When a gang leader confronts Conor McGregor. Oh, this isn't legit.
You want to kiss mine?
It's so sad Steve Jobs died of
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
ligma balls.
All right, I'm just going to say it. Last week we watched a Conor McGregor video like this. It was funny. This is the second week you're submitting another video. This is exactly what I mean. Just because it was funny last week doesn't mean it's immediately going to be super funny the next week. So
It doesn't care.
I would
It's
actually
what the
refrain
fans
from
want.
submitting the same kind of videos.
It's
back
what the
to back,
fans want.
because then they're not funny. If we waited a few weeks, maybe I would have found this funny. But watching
It's
it
what
back
they
to back
want.
like
It's
that,
not
no.
what you
So I would
want.
say,
No one gives a shit
thanks
what
for the
you want.
submission. Sadly, I don't think it's funny. We're gonna move on.
Oh my God.
Another beautiful day at the Krusty Krab. Another day servicing the masses.
Oh,
They can't get enough. They want more. More of that secret formula. Oh.
It's his body.
That smells good.
So the cheese on the crab burgers is his
No, we
body.
get it. We get it. You don't have to explain it.
Doesn't it, Mr. Krabs?
It do, Mr. Squidward. It do. Sponge me, boy. Maybe a bit more of that secret formula.
Is that good, Mr. Krabs? Is that how you like it?
Aye. That's how old Mr. Krabs wants it, but...
Oh, come on.
Softy dog wants even more.
95.
Can you feel that?
Oh, God. I can feel it, Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs is dipping his hand in the old honey jar, isn't he?
You can take as much as you want, Mr.
I think I've seen enough. Let's continue on.
The way the work week works
Come
is
on.
the worst. Waking up on Monday, you've got 5 days in a row of work or school. It's too much.
Correct.
But by Wednesday, withered is your soul, with 2 more days, nay, 3 more days until the weekend.
Right, which is why they call it hump day, because by the time you hit Wednesday...
Oh my God.
This is coming from someone who both attended school.
Do you
for
want to
extended
play
period
the
of time,
goddamn video?
University, and then someone who had 9-to-5 job for a while. Yeah, by the time you hit about the middle of the week, you start to feel really deflated. You know,
Deflated.
Like, man, we're only 3 days in. We still got another 2.5 days left. Like, jeez.
But alas, the weekend is also broken. 2 is the wrong number of days off because the first day off is just a collapse from the overly long work week,
True.
and the second day off is tainted by the looming Monday. The traditional weekend is, at best, 50% efficient. It takes 3 days off just to feel like 2 days off, and 2 days off feels like 1 day off. But here is where it gets interesting, because 1 day off isn't none day off. A day off never goes unappreciated. Which brings me to a new schedule for new living. Weekend Wednesday. Take the last 3 work days, slide them over 1 slot, and bring the spare weekend day forward to Wednesday. Now, when you wake up on Monday, there's only 2 days to go until Weekend Wednesday, then just 3 more days till Sunday. I've been working on this schedule, and boy, do I love it. Here are the advantages. Productivity goes down without breaks. That's true on the scale of a day, to the scale of a year, or a life, and it's certainly true on the scale of a week. Well-timed breaks equals a more effective you.
So the premise or the hypothetical here, all right, is that if you're not working 5 straight days, you're not wearing yourself completely out. If you're taking a break in the middle of your work week, you don't feel so ridiculously decharged that your productivity goes down halfway through the week. Also, it allows you to make maximum use out of your day off because you don't feel so tired on your day off. You could still do stuff. It's not just, oh my God, I'm so beat from 5 straight days of work that now I just need to be a lump today before I can actually do anything tomorrow. I kind of get that. I don't know if it's scientific, but I do kind of get that philosophy. I think that makes sense. What he's saying on paper makes sense, but I don't know if there's any data to prove it.
Day push followed by a break, then a 3-day push and rest feels amazing on both cycles. The days off are more relaxing and the days on more concentrated. If you're self-employed with control over your schedule or a student able to pick classes to keep days clear, I strongly suggest you give it a try. And if you're an employer your employee is enthusiastically sharing this video with, it's worth considering if everyone is on board. Now, of course, Weekend Wednesday won't work for the whole world, and that's fine.
One other thing I'm thinking of,
that creates an...
I'm trying to pause it. One other thing I'm thinking of.
Oh my God.
So right now, if you work a 5-day week, it's the hump day is Wednesday. The problem with hump day is your first 2 days before and your 2 days after. You feel burnout on Wednesday, but you still got 2 more days to go. With this new work week premise, when you're working the 2 days before your break, there's no hump day. It's just work, day off. All right. The second half of the week, which would be the 3 work days.
Oh
and then
my God.
Your hump day would be the middle day.
Shut
the good
the
news
fuck
is there's
up.
only one more day to go after hump day, and now you're recharged. So essentially, this cuts this down a lot. It does. Unbiased fan says actually studies show 4-day work weeks usually work best. Work productivity is either equal or sometimes better than 5, but America is work obsessed, so it'll never happen here. Man. All right, I like this idea. Weekend Wednesday. I wonder if it works though in practice.
Why don't you try it? Why don't you try
As a
it,
small
Piggy?
creator, finding your way around YouTube, you are bombarded with tips, strategies, and facts.
Yeah.
Don't post shorts. They're gonna hurt your channel. The trending section on YouTube is only for the elite. Tags are like the only way to get ranked, dude.
What?
How
Tags don't
many
even work
of
anymore.
These people would claim these are true.
Tags literally don't even work anymore. Tags, it even says it when you go to enter tags, they're hidden now, and they're like only put something in a tag if it's not in the title or description of your video or imminent from like the content in it. If you have something you want to associate it with, but it's not clear cut, then make a tag. But tags, they phased them out like 2 years ago. They don't even do anything anymore.
Oh my God.
But they are, in fact, myths. And what we're going to try and do today is debunk 13 of the biggest...
It's a 20-minute video, so sadly we can't do all of them.
You
I'd
can't
like
do
to
all
see
of
some
them?
of them, though.
I
Let's
want to
see.
see.
Defending YouTube myths.
Before we do that, though, let us know in the...
Oh, here we go. How long should
Gonna
it be?
debunk. So let's kick this off with myth number 1. Longer videos lead to better
There we go.
YouTube rankings. Dan, discuss.
No, the truth is that a 1-minute video can be just as viral as a 20-minute video. The most important thing creators need to remember here is you get your point across regardless of how long you think your video should be.
What video length doesn't take into account is session watch time. For example, a viewer could watch a video that's only 2 or 3 minutes long, be really satisfied by it, and end up binge watching a lot more content from that single creator. So instead of watching one 12-minute video, they're watching 10 2-minute videos. And now you can appreciate how valuable that can be to the YouTube recommendation engine.
Honestly, the people who are telling you you need to make videos of a certain length are probably just thinking about videos that are longer can display
More ads.
However, if you are making longer videos for the sake of it, either to get over 8 minutes, to put adverts on your videos, or because you think making longer videos, getting more watch time, leads to more positive metrics, that could actually impact the satisfaction the viewer gets from...
Right, they're right. Should you use text on your thumbnails? I don't even care about that one. That's kind of stupid in my opinion. Do you need tags? I already answered that. I know for a fact tags were essentially phased out 2 years ago. They're only used if you don't have a descriptive title. If you have a nice descriptive title on your video, there's no reason to use tags on a video whatsoever. They add nothing. Your video won't get any more discoverability like that, okay? Could a bad video kill my channel? That's an interesting one. Let's see what they have to say about that.
A bad performing video will completely cripple your channel.
That's something that a lot of people are actually very afraid of, but rest assured, again, YouTube coming to us with this information and saying, no, videos on YouTube are all treated individually. So having one video that completely flops does not necessarily mean your next video is going to be affected by that somehow.
Now, when you started...
No, you want to know what the truth is? It's the opposite. It's the opposite rationale. Just because you get one video that's popular or goes viral, you can't depend on that happening again. Because YouTube's algorithm is so weird that it'll pick up a video, toss it into the algorithm, get a bunch of views, and then all your others that are similar will never be seen. Perfect example of this, all right? Last year, I started doing YouTube Shorts, and one of the earlier shorts I did was my Sonic Frontiers playthrough. Now, I made several shorts of Sonic Frontiers, but one of them, for some reason, hit the YouTube algorithm and went from like 1,000 views to 30,000 views. And a ton of people saw it and went and watched some of my Sonic Frontiers playthrough because of it, and it benefited, okay? But I did other ones that were very similar, never got any views whatsoever. Some of them had 1,000 or less. I've been doing shorts consistently on the channel. Since then, the most I'll get is like maybe 2,000 views on a short. They're all the same style, so why did that one short hit the algorithm and nothing else? Because YouTube's weird. And I think it's what it is. People think, oh, if I just keep following the same formula of success, I'll be successful. In reality, that's not the case on YouTube at all, because YouTube can be pretty random. What you need to do is when you have that flash in the pan success from that one video, do what you can for the people who are now going to check out the other content on the channel to try to retain some of that. You see what I'm saying? There you go. Let's continue that.
Coming from the expert.
See here. Do you need expensive gear? No, you don't. As long as the visual and audio sounds good, you don't need expensive gear. I don't have expensive gear.
Oh, that's
You need
because you don't want
clickbait.
to.
You don't need it. No, you don't. It helps though, but you don't need. I don't even need to watch the video because I can answer the questions for you. You don't need clickbait, but man, clickbait can help, right? It really can. So, for example, we just watched in part 1 of this week's show cooking video about this Creole cornbread dressing, right? The video itself is fine when it comes to the recipe, but what's the fucking thumbnail and what the woman in the dress, you know, very skimpy, very, very, you know, revealing. Guess what? Gets 2.6 million views because the thumbnail shows that. That's clickbait. It's not really the content of the video, but that's what they're trying to do to get you to watch the video. So it can work. It doesn't always work. You don't need it. In reality, clickbait appeals to a new audience. You see? Clickbait is going to get the newcomer to watch. Old people who are fans of your content, your biggest fans, don't care about clickbait. You see? How many videos do you need? Let's see this. Let's see what it says here. How many videos do you need for what?
And now they're testing it with new audiences, and they're getting positive signals, and it builds up that snowball effect of more viewers being shown your content.
Speaking of content and subscribers, you actually, I don't know if you knew this, Rob, you have to have like a ton of videos if you want to actually start getting subscribers in the first place.
Really? Is that true?
That's a thing.
I question that. You could make 100 terrible videos.
That's right.
And then on video 101, you're still going to get no views and no subscribers. And let's be honest about this, Dan. We've seen this repeated so many times with Let's Play gaming channels who fall into that trap. On the other hand, we've seen examples of channels that have made 1 or 2 videos and already they're getting thousands of subscribers and millions of views.
In fact, quite recently, during one of our live streams, we audited a channel that on their very first video eventually hit 500,000 views and counting.
Nice.
Now, we can see this using our own vidIQ historical data tools. It does take them a little bit of time to kind of get up and running, but eventually YouTube finds an audience, again, for their first video, and it's still getting views even today.
Speaking of first videos or videos hurting the channel, what about YouTube Shorts?
No.
They're bound-
YouTube Shorts would never hurt the channel. YouTube Shorts would never hurt the channel, right? Okay. Please bear with me. You got an idiot here. Okay. Let's see. Continuing on. How do you make money on what? How do you make money on what? Let me see what
Literally any money at all on YouTube. It's the only way to make money.
The smart...
Completely false. I mean, most YouTubers today do not make all their money on video views. They have all kinds of stuff. Product placements, partnerships, sponsorships, Patreon, you know, just streams that bring in revenue. Way past that. That's absolutely ridiculously stupid. Do more views mean more what?
Sounds like, Dan, there's plenty of ways to make money on YouTube, but this is all tied into a subscriber count, yeah?
No.
Nope.
The number of subscribers you have on YouTube, well, I mean, past getting 1,000 subscribers and reaching the monetization goals, has no effect on the money you're going to bring on your channel.
Correct. It has nothing to do with it whatsoever. These are very common sense questions if you use YouTube. How do you get on the YouTube... How do you... YouTube trending... YouTube trending, all right, let me put it this way. YouTube trending does not just apply to the biggest content creators, but the problem is the way the algorithm's set up is that once you're there, now you can stay there. Do you understand? Like if you get that same viewer base for being on trending, and you keep bumping out constantly that same kind of video, you could continue to stay on trending, and therefore you can kind of stay there for a long time, right? Look at what happened with my KO gaming channel many years ago. I had a video that hit trending. It was my video that was the worst game I've ever played, Homefront the Revolution. Got 1 million views within like a week. And it was in trending for a few days. If I had continued to make that style of video over and over and over, I would have stayed on trending. But I told you guys I don't want to do that. I don't want to stay there and just make toxic, negative reviews and content constantly just to stay on trending. So I split up my content between negative and positive, and the trend basically died out, and within a few months I didn't get that positive effect anymore from it. You see? All right, what's the last one? What's the best time to post? There is no best time to post. What the best time to post is for your audience. You have to look at your own audience demographics when they watch the most and then post then. There you go. 90 famous people then and now. Ben Affleck.
Okay, O'Banion.
Okay.
Big guy. Who is he?
If yes, he's so smart.
O'Banion is basically.
I like they keep showing that interview where he's sad as shit.
Hi, my name is Beyonce. Beyonce Giselle Knowles. And I'm 16 years old. I just turned 16 about 4 or 5 days ago. My birthday September 4th.
Foster home.
Jesus Christ, he looks exactly the same. Did Leonardo DiCaprio ever change at all? Look at his fucking face. It's the same exact face.
What an incredible honor.
He got a few lines on his face. That's about it.
Thank you so much.
Looks exactly the same.
I started singing when I was in kindergarten at a talent show.
Sorry to interrupt. There's a compilation video of me falling like 7 times. It's hilarious. It's incredible.
Very similar there. Oh my God, he looks exactly the same too.
Here's the set. What's it like?
What's it like?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Again, he looks older. He grew a beard. He has, you know, wrinkle lines on his face, but he looks almost identical.
Cruise ship, but then I
Right?
was thinking, well, bus, cruise ship, speed, bus,
Thank you,
not
Sophie.
so fast, but then cruise ship is even slower than a bus.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. He walks away. Bye.
Be a drummer when you grow up?
Bieber. The Beeb.
He's been putting up videos on YouTube. He is now the #1 most subscribed to musician in Canada on YouTube.
That's why when some idiot teacher tells me I'm not living
A lot
up
of
to
these
my
people have never
potential.
changed their looks, right? I don't think we've seen one that looks dramatically different. They all kind of look the same. I probably look totally different than I did when I was much younger.
Just smile, because I know I am.
I did so many drugs, I wound up in another country.
Hi, entertainment tonight. I'm Jennifer Lopez. I'd be singing and the mic be over here. You know, I'm like, yeah, oh, the mic, you know?
It's like, I'm Selena. We're watching Disney Channel. We like to
Her
draw.
face is exactly the same, right? Again, her face never changed. All right, what's the next? I'm already getting bored. I'll be honest. I'm already bored of this video. All right, I'm bored. What's the next one? So, by the way, I will say this. Again, some people kept submitting the same kind of video. Like, there was a game show answers video. We've
Again?
seen that for like 3 straight weeks. So I didn't put that one in this week. If anything, that seemed like it was something we've done for several weeks in a row. I tried to remove it from this week's show so we're not doing the same thing every time, just so you know.
Stop being a faggot.
Okay. All right. We'll probably watch one more video, and then we'll probably split the part here. Okay. Let's see what this one is. I have no idea. The dumbest. Oh, I thought I split. I guess I didn't split this out. Let's just watch a couple, and then we'll move on. Because, like I said, we've been watching these for a long time. I really don't want to do game show answers.
Name a day of the year when you really want to be with friends.
December.
Name something normally worn only by children. Michael. Clothes.
See, we already saw these. We already saw these answers. They've been in the other ones. So, I'm going to say let's, from now moving forward, let's skip these. I mean, if we come back to this in like a month or two, but we've even seen these answers. So I don't want to do that again. Let's do one more video then. This is Dead Rising 1. Dead Rising 2, 1. No, this is 2, because this is the mall, isn't it? No, wait, Dead Rising 1 is the mall. What the hell's going on? What is going on? Why is everyone like crying and shit? Are they fighting? It looks like he saved like everyone, right? Yeah, they're fighting each other. It looks like he rescued like everyone in the mall, right? Dead Rising funny moment. Heather is pushing and kicking Ronald 4. 18 views. I'm going to...
Oh my god.
skip that one. I don't see anything funny about it. Alright. This is a good opportunity to split the part. Thank you all, everyone who's here relaxing with me on the show today. I appreciate it. Anyone who watches this on demand, I also appreciate you guys chilling with me. Alright, and thank you very much for any support today. Remember, the best way to to support this channel is by becoming a member or gifting memberships. If you're a member, you're the people.
I need
who
a
can
sip. Give me the
actually
money.
Nominate
Give me the money.
these videos.
Give me all your money.
All right, and as you can see, it's a mix. It's definitely a mix. But thank you to anyone who supports this channel in any way. Please consider becoming a member. All right, guys,
Give me
thank
all
you.
your money.
Split apart. We'll be back with the second half of the show in just a moment. Excellent.
Make sure to give me the money.
Okay, so a couple things. It looks like Disco re-upped their membership for 2 months, and I appreciate that, Disco, very much. Thank you for that. I need to take a very brief break to pee. I have to pee right now. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to go right into the second half of the show. All right? So if you could give me a second here, guys, just use the restroom, and then we'll come back and continue on. All right? So, and by the way, what we'll do, as you know, we have some people who ask questions. So we'll do a turbo lightning round questions for the super members, and then we'll get into the second half of the reacting. Sounds good? All right, let me mute the mic. I'll be right back in just a moment, and then we'll continue.
And waiting, and waiting, and waiting.
We can just focus in on, we can focus in on the video reacting for the rest of the show. So let me get those super member question suggestions opened here. It's weird because I'm on my own app watching myself. That's very creepy to watch myself on a stream like that. Derek, you don't have to apologize, but as I said, it's not just you. There's a few people who seem to be submitting the same kind of content every week. Please, let's mix it up. Let's do different kinds of content. Let's not do the same thing every week. It definitely gets boring for people. So if you could, you know, mix it up, that would be great.
It's boring
now,
for people or you?
What happened?
The top one.
Something's weird. It's only showing questions from one person. I know for a fact 2 people had posted up questions. That's weird. All right, hold on. Is something wrong with the app not displaying this? Let me see. Hold on, because now I can do it. I'll just do it on the. I'll do it on the laptop. I'm not sure why that would happen. Why it would not show up in the app, but it's actually on. No, this is weird. I know for a fact 2 people had posted up questions for today. And now one of the people's questions are missing. Right? Weird. I don't know what happened. So if you were someone who was a super member who posted up your questions, did they disappear? Did you delete them? I didn't delete them. Right? I saw them and I had gotten them ready and everything. The only thing I can oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. I think I know what happened. Hold on a second here.
This is so.
This is something that's not good if you do this. Let me see if this is what happened. Hold on. I have an inkling I know what happened, guys.
Let's endure.
Let's see if I can figure this
Let's
out.
endure DSP.
Yep. I know what happened. So, I have to give you guys a heads up. And I've said this before. If you post up video nominations for the show, or if you post up questions for the show, if you edit your stuff, especially if you do it last minute, YouTube makes me re-review and re-approve. So if you do that, essentially I can't see your stuff till I go back to the app and re-approve it. So if you're going to do an editing, you got to do it within 24 hours of the show. If you edit, like so this person edited 3 hours ago, I was on stream, right? I was actually on stream, so I couldn't actually, you know, approve it. So unless I had checked right now, I never would have known. It's a good thing I had that idea right now, or else I would have missed these questions, which would have sucked. Obviously, I don't want to miss members' questions, right? All right, so let's. If you're gonna post stuff up for the show, please do not edit it within 24 hours of the show. If you do, I might miss it for the show, and then obviously that's messed up, right? Okay, are we ready? Are we ready to resume, everybody? I can't see you because I have the questions now on the screen here. Hold on. Let me see. Is everyone feeling good? Everyone ready to continue? Okay. We're good? Alright, let's continue. Here we go. Alrighty, everyone. Phil here, and welcome back to DSP versus the Internet. This is episode 12, and this indeed is part 4 of 6. Hope you've been enjoying the show so far. Now, what we do once a week is we answer questions from channel members who are the super member level in a lightning round style. I'm about to do that right now, and then we're going to jump right back into reacting to videos. Alright? So, this week's questions. First of all, do you think you will like Street Fighter 6 more than Street Fighter 2? That is, I mean, let's be honest here. That's going to be pretty doubtful. And there's a couple reasons. Reason number one is because Street Fighter 2 is a game that is nostalgic to me. It is the first competitive fighting game I ever played. It's a game that I played a really long time competitively, both in arcades, out of arcades, in tournaments. I still believe Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is hands down the best fighting game ever made, and it's 2023. So, realistically, do I think in my mind any fighting game will beat Street Fighter 2? I don't know. Street Fighter 6 certainly looks good, alright? And I'm happy they've gone in the direction they have with the amount of content that's in it, and it's not just for competitive players, but possibly also for casual players. I like that idea. At the same time, it's probably going to have things I dislike or are pet peeves of mine because they don't, you know, kind of adhere to the old ways that I'm used to. So, it's probably going to be a fine game. Would I like it more than Street Fighter 2? Very unlikely, I think. Do I like or dislike open world games? I like them as long as the content in them is meaningful and the exploration aspect is fun. If you have an open world game but most of the content is kind of grindy and not necessary, if you have tons of missions that are there just for the sake of saying you padded hours on your game but they're not fun to do, and if there's really nothing unique and interesting in the open world but it's very repetitive, then there's no point in having the open world. I'd rather play a linear game with interesting experiences than an open world that's kind of repetitive. Perfect example of this would have been Elden Ring, where for the whole first 2/3 of the game, I was blown away. But when I get to the final third of the game, where you're in the area in the upper right-hand corner of the map, and the only difference is that it's ice or snow, but outside of that, you've seen all these enemies, you've fought all these bosses, you've done all these dungeons, it kind of loses its uniqueness. I'm like, man, that last third of the game kind of falls flat on its face and isn't as good as the rest. So, open worlds are good, but they need to be designed well and need to have non-repetitive, meaningful content. What's my favorite dinner of 2022? I have no idea. I would have absolutely no recollection of all the dinners that I had that year. I would have to go back and look at videos I did, so the answer is I don't know. What's the best headset I've ever owned? Quality-wise, the best headset I ever owned was a pair of Sennheiser headphones. And what I used to do, I used to plug them into this thing, which is the receiver unit of my Astro A40 headphones that I used to use many years ago. Those Sennheisers, when plugged into this, would simulate surround sound. And they were very good quality. I would say Sennheisers for audiophiles, dude, it had deep bass. It had really strong, you know, sharp voices, music, like everything. It was absolutely outstanding. The problem was, much like most headphones, they weren't built to last. And after only using them for maybe 6 to 8 months, they fucking broke. And those are very expensive. Sennheiser headphones are hundreds and hundreds of dollars just for the headphones. All right? We're not talking like, oh, you know, this is the headphones plus a receiver unit plus all these bells and whistles. It was just headphones. Were like $300 plus, and they broke just like any other headphones I've ever owned. And that's super frustrating. So I love the Sennheisers. I just wish they were more... It seems like most of these headphones, sadly, are not meant for daily use. Like, if you're going to use Sennheisers to listen to music once or twice a week, they're probably amazing. But I use them every day for streaming. They die within a few months. Like, what the hell? And it's literally any headphones I've ever used that happen. Pretty stupid. Okay. Continuing on here. How do you like 2023 so far? Pooey. Well, when it comes to the content I'm putting out, I'm having a good time. I like the fact that I've created this React channel and I'm doing a variety of content and I'm branching out. It's not just me sitting here playing games all day. My podcast is doing pretty good as well. I'm liking the variety. Admittedly, doing a new channel like this is a gamble and an interesting venture, and some things have worked and some things haven't. I got some really good feedback in the last 24 hours from people here on the channel who posted up. I did a 3-month kind of like, here's where we are after 3 months video. And some of the feedback immediately has helped me to improve, and I'm going to continue to try to improve. There's things that are like tier maker rankings. Man, those are working well. But the movie and kind of TV show reviews, not working so well. So really, I got to find that happy medium of what to do. The gaming stuff is still going well. The only thing I would say is, man, we're in May, and we haven't had that many great games. Last year we did. By this time last year, we had like 10 great games. This year we have 3. Dead
Come
Space
on,
remake,
go.
Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4 remake. Like that's literally it. They're having, but that's it.
Nothing but come
There's
on.
gonna be some kind of a drama trailer coming up. I'll give my thoughts when we watch it. For a wrestling match, do you prefer fast-paced technical matches or powerhouse moves? Both. I think there's a place in pro wrestling for both. I've seen great
Why are
matches
you
of
asking him
both.
wrestling questions?
You know,
He doesn't watch it
Triple H and Batista
anymore.
wrestle, and it's a great match, but I can see Rey Mysterio, wrestling another cruiserweight type.
He doesn't.
There is some differences. To them, it's a whole cultural thing. Where seeing this cultural thing, a lot of it,
Come on.
approaching it from a more like scientific perspective, a business perspective, is actually more interesting to me. So there you go. All right, those are our lightning round questions for the week. Thank you guys for watching and listening. And now it's time to move on to more member submissions.
Fight.
What's it called? I can't remember the name of the anime now. Yeah, it is Jotaro. I was correct.
Good grief. So you can C-Star Platinum, which means you have your own stand, doesn't it?
My stand's unstoppable. Only I got the Dragon King. Not even you can defeat it.
Is that a character from another Mortal Kombat game? Wow. From JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's what Jotaro is from.
Fight.
Apocalypse.
I was gonna say, does this guy have a weird stand? Yeah, it's a shadow. His stand is his shadow, and he controls his shadow.
Oh my god! Fatality.
Wow, he shot the baby. That's kind of fucked up.
Fight.
I have no idea who that guy is.
Slow. You were no challenge at all. You gave me the win in the first attack. Foolish. Your kunai is now the trigger. You can take it back.
Brutality.
Nobody can defeat
I don't get
my
it
deadly
because I don't know who that is. Who the hell is Kira? I didn't understand it. Are these supposed to be the two like bosses against each other? What the hell is that? That's the boss?
Dio. Win. Fatality.
I don't get it.
Fight.
You constantly say you don't watch anime.
You dare mock me by sitting during combat?
I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more of a gambler. For example, I bet I can collect more souls in one hit than you've been able to collect within yourself.
You are a fool. I will accept this wager.
Alright, here's the deal. If I understood JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, this would probably be awesome. Like last week I got the references. This week I don't get the references. So not understanding the references, this isn't very good, you see.
Oh
And by
my
the way,
God.
again, 2 weeks in a row, similar kind of video. Okay, let's continue.
No one gives a shit what
Joey
you
Votto is one of the greatest players of his era. He's also a sophomore in college, learned how to breakdance, takes improv classes, and regularly acts as his team's equipment manager. This season, Votto made an Instagram,
Boo says boo.
a TikTok, and even did an interview while playing first base.
Jacked. I'm jacked to the teeth.
Today, Votto has as much fun playing baseball as anyone else in the world, but this wasn't always the case. In 2009, following an extremely tragic event, Votto experienced anxiety so scary he had to exit multiple games early. And
Now wait a minute. They said he's a sophomore in college. I guess he's doing it late in life, because if he was playing in 2009, that would mean that, he's old. Alright, I think we're gonna skip. Just saying.
Oh my god.
A saggy pants law? Baggy pants have been banned. Ass hair? What the hell is this?
Alright, I'll meet you up there.
Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car. Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please.
Okay, let's go to the next video.
Sheep screamers. I call it corporate. And I'm gonna tell this YouTube corporate that they need to say
something to these penguin fans!
I know my audience merely consists of good people, so I'm not too worried. But I just wanted to say, please do not go and leave hate comments on this person's videos. YouTube can be a great
Disturbing. The dark story of Nikocado Avocado. You guys have mentioned this person to me many times, alright? All I know is that they're like a food vlog. That's all I know, right? They eat food. That's all I know.
That's all you know.
So, do you guys want me to see? This would be my first learning about this person if you want me to. Should I watch some of this? Or should we say, nah, we don't want to go there? It does say the dark story. Right? I don't know. Some people are saying skip it. Some people are saying watch it. Alright, let's watch just a little bit of it. Just to see what it is. Alright?
place. There's endless hours of entertainment and 29 years old. He started off his YouTube career as a vegan YouTuber and a professional violinist. But now he
look at him.
mukbang
Look at that
videos
beautiful boy.
where
He used to be so
consumes
skinny.
excessive
And now look at him.
quantities of
He's
unhealthy
fat.
foods on pretty much a daily basis. If you're unfamiliar as to what a mukbang is, it is basically where people consume food.
Oh, look at that. It actually originated in a different Korean.
In a different
A
Korean?
cooking show and broadcast where the host consumes various quantities of food while interacting with the audience. Okay.
Camera.
So I guess technically that's what my feasting with
He has
Phil
his
is,
main
right?
channel, Nikocado Avocado, Nikocado Avocado 2, Nikocado Avocado 3, more Nikocado, Nikocado Shorts, and Noodle King. His channels have seen some decent growth recently, in part due to people starting to see his transformation as no longer a joke, but of something of great concern. As I said at the start, he started off as a vegan YouTuber who ate predominantly raw fruits and vegetables. He then began eating animal products for his own reasons. If you look back around 4 to 5 years ago, Nick appeared to be in a healthy weight range, and he seemed to be a genuine and nice person. In my opinion, his persona was very likable. I'm not too much of a fan of the mukbang kind of content, but it seemed like his personality was perfect for that genre. He was sometimes accompanied with his parrot or his boyfriend, and I can see why people would enjoy watching him. In one of the very first videos he made, he speaks about his passion for doing mukbang videos to show off how you can make healthy food that also taste good and fill you up. Then shortly after, he begins to make videos eating from various famous fast food chains. As time progressed, he
Pretty much
gained
all of
more
them.
and more weight. And as he did, his personality changed too. Now of course most YouTubers start off shy, and then gradually as time goes on, they show more of their personality as they get more comfortable. But this was different. His old videos are either deleted or on private.
Really?
But
He got
if you
rid of
watch
them.
his first video and then watch the video Nobody Likes Me, I'm Done, you'll see exactly what I mean. Nick started to realize that creating videos of himself crying and having arguments with his boyfriend would garner attention, and attention on YouTube means money. Now Nick is known on YouTube for some rather strange reasons. His over-the-top and strange persona, and his excessive crying and fighting with his boyfriend. It's not at all rare to see Nick crying in his videos, and he even says in one of his videos that his content consists of him just basically eating and crying on repeat. On the 22nd of September 2021, Nick released an incredibly insensitive video called I'm Disabled Taco Tuesday, and he has gone on to create a series of them on his channels.
Wow.
In these videos, he talks about how he...
Look at that. My new diet as a disabled person, and look what it is. Like, what? The fuck? So, at one point... Okay, I really have a question now. Now, this is going to start a real discussion, alright?
Real discussion.
At what point...
Real discussion.
Does YouTube stop enabling this man?
How is YouTube enabling him?
Do they ever?
It's his own
right?
life.
obviously this is a
Let him
situation
live his
where this is a
life.
guy who is not in his right mind, because people in their right mind would not eat themselves to death, correct?
Oh, I mean,
This is a
you're not
guy
in the
who
right
feels the only kind of
Phil, you don't
you
talk
know,
to anyone, Phil.
popularity he'll ever get, any kind of attention he will ever get, right, is by doing this kind of content. But look at it. He's putting on his CPAP machine. Isn't that what it's called? CPAP machine? To breathe? Maybe I'm wrong. I forget what that's called. It's supposed to be because you can't breathe properly when you're sleeping or whatever. And that's what that is. Because you're so big. Well, overweight people frequently used it. It's for sleep apnea, right? Look at this. Obviously the reason he has it is because he's so overweight and now he's eating more food. It's just it's constant enabling. They're giving him the platform to kill himself, correct?
That's what I want to go.
They have also now he's expressing the fact he has no self-control. He's doing this literally to make a living, and maybe he feels like he's so mentally messed up he can't do anything else to make money in his life, right? So this is what he's doing. Like, but doesn't YouTube feel any kind of a response? This is their business. If anything, my question is, why is this allowed to be monetized, right? This kind of content?
He's doing
Maybe that's what it is. Like, maybe they'll allow it but don't monetize it or whatever. Well, how is he allowed to do this kind of content? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, at what point does the enabling stop? When you see harmful behavior.
Oh my God!
You're like, well, this is our platform, and we're allowing someone to literally kill themselves slowly.
Oh
for
my God!
Years to make money.
He's just talking about
You know
himself.
What I'm saying? And some
Did
people are like,
Duty
we're
do
never
it?
gonna stop till they get sued. Well, you realize they will get sued eventually, right? Like this can't go on forever, right? When this guy dies, if he does, I hope he doesn't. If he dies from this, there could be lawsuits.
Why?
Right? I don't. You know, this is crazy to me. You know?
How is it
And it's
big
funny 'cause I was looking at
lawsuits?
this,
He
and we were
does
just
it.
earlier today. We were talking about the whole stat. What's a lol cow or whatever?
You're a lol cow.
So this is someone who it must be like this is like this is what do they call it? Morbid curiosity. People probably watch this guy because they get a weird feeling of morbid curiosity, right? That is this guy going to keep acting this way and kill himself doing this?
Oh my God!
Completely
That's the
messed
same thing
up,
about you.
right? I don't know why anyone would watch that, but
Yeah.
he's getting hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of views in a week. That's basically paying this
Oh my
guy
God! You're just talking about
for
yourself.
this
now.
lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like when you're getting hundreds of thousands of views on each video you put out, and you're putting out 3 or 4 a week, that actually is enough to kind of make money enough to make a living. You see what I'm saying? That's
Oh
crazy.
my
Like this guy probably makes 20, 30 times as many views as I do, and he's killing himself. That's his content, right? It's kind of
That's
like
what he wants to do.
popularity, at what cost?
At what cost?
You know what I'm saying? This is pretty messed up. Now, some people are actually saying recently this guy uploaded a video and it shows he has lost quite a lot of weight. That's good. But the question is, did he do it safely? Did he do it in a healthy manner? And also, will he keep it off? Did he do it for his own good? Did he do it for the right reasons? Right? Because
What are the right
people
reasons?
lose weight and then they gain it right back. Do you think he'll be able to maintain this content and keep the weight off? I mean, Jesus, look at this, right? Would people continue to watch? Is what's going to happen is, if he took this weight off, okay, and then he starts making videos that aren't him eating bad food anymore, and now all his views tank. So now he's not making money anymore. Now he's pressured. I gotta go back to that bad lifestyle again, because this is what was allowing me to live. You know what I'm saying? This way. This is beyond messed up. Like, I don't know. This is pretty crazy to me, but I would hope for the best for someone like this. Like, if you were to say lol cow, right? Like, this would be the case in point. Someone who literally chose to do morbid, messed up stuff to themselves for the sake of popularity, and of course everyone making content based on that person, right? For the lulz, it's you know, that's like a textbook case of it right there. It's just really messed up, right? So, oh, I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's really messed up in my opinion. So now I know. I didn't know that this is seriously what it was. Now we're halfway through the video? Not even. I think we now know who he is, and if it's true, this was a year ago. If it is true that he has actually lost a lot of weight, then maybe there'll be a happy ending to the story. You know what I'm saying? In which case, maybe there's no reason for us to even continue on watching the video, right? All right, I gotta change out my battery. We have time for one more video in this part. Let me change out my battery, though. Oh. You know? And it's funny because I'm looking at this, and we were just earlier today, we were talking about Penthouse. A crazy costume party? Someone died in a penthouse? We got a bunch of murderers, right? Yeah, look. Oh my God. Shotgun blast. Yeesh.
The bottom.
Oh my God. They're trying to kill each other. Blood everywhere. Is that supposed to be a Oscar? Or like some kind of an acting award or something? I'm not sure what it was. SB? I don't know. I don't know what they look like. A lot of people want to kill a lot of people in this one, huh? There's a lot of death. Jesus. Did they have to show that? In the trailer? Oh my God, this is a bloody trailer, man. Holy shit.
Yes. Bottom.
Yeah, I would be if I was in that trailer. Jesus Christ. Pretty brutal show. All right, well, that's all I really have to say. That looks really freaking brutal, right? Bunch of death, non-stop death. All right, guys, that's it for part 4. We got 2 more parts on episode 12 of DSP versus the Internet. I hope you're enjoying the show, and thanks to all those who are here live chilling with me and those who have supported the stream so far. For those considering becoming a member, thank you. Members are the people who have submitted all these videos, and we got 1 more hour left. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you in a little bit. Okay, so guys, we have 3 shout-outs. We have bloon6 who did a super chat and says, do you prefer metal or rap? I mean, definitely metal, although, admittedly, I don't really listen to either. I don't really listen to music actively anymore. But I would probably prefer metal to rap. Although I don't hate rap. There's some rap that I like, the rap of the 90s in particularly.
Because
with stuff that I actually
boys.
enjoy.
I don't like those urban people.
And Derek re-upped his membership. Of course, we know it was the continuation of his gifted membership for this month. He says, Phil, awesome Pikachu hat and vest. Thank you. Corrupted Covenant also popping off their membership renewal message. Thank you, Corrupted Covenant. And it looks like I may have gotten a tip here.
What is this? Okay, what? I don't even have. Oh, I don't have that.
So someone threw the dollar says, what on earth are you talking about? Platform standards you're describing about ethical are entirely arbitrary and subjective. People think you practice unethical standards. How would that system be idiotic? Because the people who say that about me have no factual basis for it.
What?
The people who say it about me are literally making shit up. Right? Him, you have the concrete evidence the man is eating himself to death. It's on the camera. What do I do in my... Right now, the stream we're doing right now, correct? The streams that I normally do, correct? How are they harmful to myself or others? I'm playing a video game and doing commentary.
No.
I'm doing a commentary show on clips. I'm doing a podcast where I talk, you know. The problem is people try to make shit outside of what I do on the internet as fact, which is not. It's all bullshit they've made up about me. And then they say, that's fact, so now you shouldn't support Phil or anything. You know, no, you made shit up to create this situation of memeing and lolcow content, but it's your own created content. It's not mine. I don't even make content about the shit that they make fun of me for. You understand that, right? Like, I literally don't make that content. They make it. But somehow I'm supposed to fucking, you know, live down all the reputation and everything that's not true. That's the problem here. That's the big difference. It's someone who, here's concrete evidence of this guy doing harmful acts to himself to get ahead and make a living. And by the way, he's making bank on it because he's getting hundreds of thousands of views a video. I'm someone who literally just sits here and chills with my audience and makes pretty arbitrary content, pretty tame, entertaining to that audience, and then people just sit here and shit on me and make stuff up about me constantly, right? So there's a big difference there. If you don't understand it, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like apples to
Everyone's a goddamn idiot.
plantains. They're not even the same realm. You're a moron.
Yeah. Phil's innocent.
Okay. Continuing on.
Phil.
Let's see. So Buster Baxter Bunny tipped $2 said, would you be more for the same videos being posted every week if you really like them, like Sylvanas videos? Now, I believe Sylvanas is the comedian that we've seen a lot of skits that have been gaming or anime related. Listen, I like the skits. I've outright said I like the kind of content the person puts out. But no, even that, I don't really want to see the same content every week. You understand? Like maybe every once in a while you toss in a new one for variety purposes. Okay, but once a month, once every 2 weeks. Every week is way too much.
No, because
for a weekly show, you don't want to see the same exact thing every week. What if you were watching a comedy show and literally every week the comedy show made the same joke?
No, shit.
First week it's funny. Second week, all right, it's a running joke. Third week's like, oh man, it's still going. Fourth week, you're like, dude, again, now it's cringe. You understand? So that's what's kind of happening with a lot of these clips. When you're doing it over and over and over, it becomes cringe. It's not funny anymore. It's about variety. This show is supposed to be a variety show. So that's, I think, how people should try to treat it. Show me a variety of stuff that's interesting and kind of is funny and opens our minds to new content and new horizons, and not just the same thing all the time. If you want to have something come back, give it a little bit of time. That's probably the best way to go about it. Okay? Make sense? Okay, shout out to Dine. Dine has re-upped their membership for 2 months. Thank you so much, Dine. He has the cowboy hat emote, by the way, which I'm not wearing today. I'm wearing the Pikachu emote, or Pikachu hat. And Alex from Phoenix did a super chat. Says the cost of Concordia React was great. Thumbs up. Thank you, Alex from Phoenix. I loved doing all those Internet Historian reacts last week. I really did. I really, really enjoyed them. And I hope that you guys enjoyed them too. So I will continue to do those kind of content if you like it. But like I said, I think based on discussions we're having, I may alternate every other month.
How did I not lose?
Yes,
oh
Derek,
God,
I saw your post here. You said that was 2 months ago. But now people said that the other video was a few weeks ago, so I don't know what to believe. I don't really care. We've moved on from the topic of this Nick Ocado guy. I don't really care. All right, let's continue. And an hour left. Here we go. All righty, everyone. Welcome back to DSP versus the Internet for May 6, 2023. This is part 5 of 6. So thank you very much for watching. Let's just roll right into the next videos. Here we go. Remember, if you're a member of the channel, that's how you get to nominate these videos for the next show.
Yo, where the hell is my wallet, man? I'm always losing shit.
Well, we were just talking about this guy during a break.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Alright, I guess I'll just try imagining myself pressing a button on the controller. Brain blast! Alright, I know what to say. Okay, here we go.
It's PS4 controller, so...
Working.
Actually, it's just...
Oh, here go another one.
Last year. I thought it would be many years ago, but no.
Man, this is crazy. It's really just quick time events in real life. My body just moves by itself. Man, this is the best workout ever. I don't have to do anything. I just press buttons in my mind.
No.
Oh. was crazy. It was like my body was on autopilot. Oh man, that was kind of wild.
Oh my. So now his whole life is QuickTime events. He can't break out. It's like a horror movie.
Oh, I just don't know what it's gonna do if I press it. If I grab his ass or some shit. Oh my god, I might not be able to stop myself. But I wanna press
Does he do it?
You know what? I'm gonna do it. If I grab his ass, I grab his ass. No. I don't know what that's gonna do when I press the button. Let me not do that. That's my friend. Come on. Think. Stupid. I'm sorry, bro. What are you doing? I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Admittedly, I don't think I like this one as much. I thought it was gonna be like horror, but it's just like kind of silly. Nah. And again, I like this guy's content, but we've not watched it every week for like 2 months. I think we skipped it last week, but I think it's time to put a break on this guy's content for now. And now that I said that, here's another one from a guy we saw last week. Do you understand? Okay, I really need to reiterate this. Okay? We gotta stop with the repeat submissions. Every week we can't watch the same content from the same people. This is like repeat number 10 now. Alright, we need more refreshing, interesting content, not the same thing. I would love to watch this, except I just watched the Street Fighter animation last week. I don't want to watch Super Metroid this week, so I'm skipping it. Next time, you know, maybe or a couple weeks, something different. It's too much of the same back to back to back. Alright? Okay. Jeez.
Now for some jokes. A drunken farmer stumbles upstairs into his bedroom, waking his wife, Roseanne. She sits up and sees her husband holding a sheep under his arm. The farmer yells, "This is the pig I've been fucking." Roseanne says, "You idiot! That's not a pig, it's a sheep." The farmer yells, "Shut the fuck up! I was talking to the sheep!"
Oh my god. That's it. Yeah, this is Gilbert Gottfried's style of comedy. There was a lot of stuff that was always insulting to like a wife or something like that. Or sometimes it was self-deprecating humor as well. A lot of his humor is his delivery rather than the actual punchline.
Oh my god.
Like he delivers it
Now
by
he's just really
screaming, and a lot of people like that. I've seen him in some stuff. I've really liked him, and other stuff I do feel is cringe. But I think overall he had a pretty good career. Rest in peace to him. Yeah, he's gone, sadly. No one even knew he was sick, actually, I don't think. Only his friends. And that was the year, what was it, 2 years ago? A year ago? We lost like 5 comedians in 1 year. It was pretty insane. Alright, so anyway, rest in peace to Gilbert. Modern Warfare, now wait a minute. Modern Warfare 2 Trick Shots means we're not talking about Modern Warfare 2 that came out last year, because this is a 3-year-old video. So this is original Modern Warfare 2. Okay? Original Modern Warfare 2. Alright, let's see here. People are saying that there's a troll that I'm missing. Oh, okay. Hold on. You're right, I'm on top chat, not live chat. Is there an idiot in here? Okay, thank you. I'll get rid of them. I did not know they were there. You guys gotta just tell me, okay? Alright. They're out of here. Let's continue. Trick shots. We've never seen anything like a trick shots montage, have we? What the fuck is this music, though? I feel like I want to mute it. Why do I have to put that fucking music in there? It's obnoxious. Oh, God. What was that? I didn't even see it. They shot the wall. Did they not shoot the wall? How did they hit someone? I don't get it.
I don't get it. That doesn't get me.
Dude, I can't even tell what's going on. Can you tell what's happening? I can't even tell what's going on in the video.
I can't tell.
It's like too choppy. I don't know what's happening. I don't even see anyone getting shot, right?
I can't do anything.
What was that? I don't even know what it is. All right, I'm done. I literally can't watch
No.
the rest of it. First of all, I can't hear because the fucking song is atrociously bad and it shouldn't be in the video. That's number one. Number two, I have no idea what's going on. I can't tell because it doesn't show them shooting anyone. The video footage is choppy. It's not 60 frames, right? It's like low res.
Oh my
choppy
god,
footage.
everything about 60.
I can't figure out what's happening. So maybe if I was like into Call of Duty hardcore, I don't get it at all. So how can I enjoy it if I don't understand what the fuck's happening, right?
You don't understand anything.
Whatever. Let's continue. Oh, so this is the one I outright asked for this to be resubmitted. I'm glad the person did. So last week we were going to look at the best-selling game consoles of all time. Now we can do this together and actually watch. Now the thing is, to do this, I got to move my camera because it's going to block. In fact, I just got to turn off my camera for this. So this will be a no camera portion of the video while we watch through. So let's see. We started off with the Magnavox Odyssey. It beat the Atari 2600, okay? I don't even know what the hell the channel fun was. As you can see, if you look at these different consoles, right? These are the home consoles at the time. And we're going to have all these other ones that are going to jump in at some point, but they haven't launched yet in 1979. I actually did not even know that the Atari 2600 was from the 1970s. I thought it was from the 1980s. I was wrong. All right, let's see how these do.
I want to see this.
Mattel, the Intellivision, that was a big one, right? The Intellivision was huge. And then the Game & Watch was Nintendo's handheld system. That was before the NES ever came out, right? So Game & Watch set here. But that's ginormous popularity is the Game Boy, the first real true handheld. Super NES now, as you can see. The Genesis came out before the Super NES, still growing. Atari becoming a real content Genesis. You essentially have a CD-based Saturn as well, and the Saturn actually says it was outselling the PlayStation for a little bit. Really? They were kind of head-to-head. Now here's the Nintendo 64. In the meantime, the Game Boy is now surpassing everything, because remember, when we say Game Boy, there was whole groups, everything else. So here we go. PlayStation now, boom, blew by all its competitors. Remember, the idea year, and then nothing. And I see no issues, so I'm going to type, I am still problems. So I'm not sure what's going on. Like I said, the channel seems fine. Channel at all as I refresh here. Yeah, everything seems right. I'm not nothing. I don't issues. Nothing wrong. Works for me. So right? Working well. Again. Share. Game Boy Advance is finally a different product instead of original Game Boy. Super NES finally. Let's take a look at the final totals here. Super NES ended right to drinking units and then gone. I think PS2 remains to this day the best-selling console of all time, isn't it? I think so. So PS2 is just gonna keep going up for like the rest of the decade. Pretty insane. Pretty good music. Like the dancing robot. Now the DS is out, so that's gonna beat the Game Boy Advance. The DS sold like crazy. The Wii is out. PS Portable. Xbox 360. The original Xbox only sold 24 million. Wow. The original Xbox only sold 24 million. That's bad. So as you can see, Xbox 360, now PS3 time. By the way, not refreshing. My channel loads fine. Right? So I'm just gonna...
Oh my god.
Because now we're talking... The only at the end of the life cycle of that generation, right? And then PS4 actually... We're about to end this video. It just was 5 months ago. Here we go. I wasn't done. Hold on. I wanted to see at the very end there where we ended. Right? Yeah. There it is. That's the final. So Basically, at the beginning of 2023, here's our final standings. PlayStation 2 still the most dominant console of all time, although the DS was right under it in sales, like only about 200,000, 250,000, so pretty close, but PS2 still the king. Game Boy right under there because Game Boy had so many damn versions, right, over time. PS4 right under there. PS4 is such a dominant console during last console gen. Then the Switch just under PS4, and the Switch continues to sell, so that's going to be up there for a long time, I feel. Wii just under the Switch. PlayStation 1, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. As you can see, PS3 barely ever outsold the 360. It took it to the very end of that console gen to do so. Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 3DS, the NES, the Xbox One, and the Super NES. You know, I would say Super NES, that's just because of the time frame. There weren't that many gamers. It was, it wasn't as popular. If it was the same situation today, the Super NES probably would be the